You'd ask that, Pat. I, if I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying, actually. So pardon me for that.
What
I
do
call alcohol. I call alcohol a magician because magicians don't change reality.
ah,
They change perception.
mm-hmm.
A magician distracts you with one hand while doing something else with, excuse
Yeah.
me, the other hand.
Mm.
And by the time the trick is over, you're applauding an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree?
Sure. And
So
you can swear a
al
total decision.
alcohol works the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't remove the stress you're going through. It just delays the awareness of it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't create confidence. Basically, it lowers the inhibitions. It does not deepen connections, just reduces your self-consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So for a few hours, it rearranges your internal lighting system. The
Mm-hmm.
room feels warmer, the
Mm-hmm.
words feel sharper,
Mm.
uh, your worries even feel smaller.
Hello and welcome again to this episode. It's our second episode in this series where we are discussing um, Ron Okelo's experience in drinking, particularly the experience based on the book that he has written, How to Get Drunk and Make Bad Decisions. We did a lot of introduction or in detail last episode, but Ron, my guest, will be telling us not exactly what went through, because his is a long story, but what people go through, people who get stuck into alcoholism, people who start off maybe as an experiment, but then they remain stuck because one, they are not ready to get out of it, or they think they are not in problems. But then the book is mainly aimed at those who really want to get out of problems, but they may not know how to go about it. So the book is again is how to get drunk and make bad decisions, and how to finally sober up, and how to finally sober up and fix your life. Ron Okelo, karibu sana for this second
Thank you.
episode.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat.
Yes, and I was reading the book because I read it while it was being published. I read bits of it, and there's a point where you describe alcohol as a magician. How can it be a magician? What kind of tricks can it give you? Or does it give you?
Uh, Interesting. You'd ask that, Pat. I, if I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying, actually. So pardon me for that.
What
I
do
call alcohol. I call alcohol a magician because magicians don't change reality.
ah,
They change perception.
mm-hmm.
A magician distracts you with one hand while doing something else with, excuse
Yeah.
me, the other hand.
Mm.
And by the time the trick is over, you're applauding an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you agree?
Sure. And
So
you can swear
al
total decision.
alcohol works the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't remove the stress you're going through. It just delays the awareness of it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't create confidence. Basically, it lowers the inhibitions. It does not deepen connections, just reduces your self-consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So For a few hours, it rearranges your internal lighting system. The
Mm.
room feels warmer, the
Mm.
words feel sharper,
Mm.
uh, your worries even feel smaller.
The women look beautiful.
But that one too.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, but here's the here's the trick. The problem was never removed.
The problem
You
that
just
sent you to take the drink.
exactly. You never removed it. You just
Mm.
postponed it.
Yes.
That's what makes it magical.
Mm.
You wake up thinking you escaped something. In reality, you just rescheduled it. And
Yeah.
over time, the rescheduling becomes a system.
Mm.
That's when the magician stops entertaining you.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, starts managing you.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol is powerful, not because it destroys you immediately.
Yes.
It's powerful because it convinces you it's helping you.
Mm.
And slowly by slowly,
Mm.
that's the illusion. That's the magician part.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what does the morning after the whatever night feels like?
Mm.
That I describe, or I would relate it kin to being in a court. You've been to a court.
Mm.
Uh, because in the quiet of the morning perception,
Mm. Mm.
that perception returns.
And the whole day is
And
before you.
right now we are in court, and perception is very honest.
Mm.
The music from last night is gone, the laughter is gone, the social buffer is gone,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's just you and the memory.
Mm-hmm.
The
Which you
feeling isn't
cannot
just
remember everything. The
exactly.
memory may not remember. Because as you say,
The
you're wondering what you say to whom.
exactly.
Yes.
The feeling isn't just a hangover.
Mm.
Now you are even engaged in a little bit of evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a court date because internally a process begins. Something in your ask,
Mm.
what did we do last night?
Mm.
Huh? And that's when what I call the
And then you
court.
wonder what you did last night, which you can't remember. You wonder also you're doing what you can't remember.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the courtroom forms.
Mm.
Now, to get to the courtroom, you had to have been arrested by a police officer or something.
Yes.
That's the memory. The memory shows up first. It
Yes.
doesn't show up loud,
Mm.
shows up just enough.
Mm.
In this modern day, you probably sent a text, could have gone to the wrong person accidentally, giving away your business.
Okay.
A conversation you don't fully remember. Who did it
Mm.
go to?
Mm. Mm.
A moment that felt harmless last night
Mm. And fun.
now feels heavier in the morning.
Mm.
And, like I said, the memory does not accuse, it just presents you the evidence.
Just give you the kiss.
That's
Mm.
just the,
Mm.
that's the arrest.
Brings you the file.
Now you've been arrested, you are in court. Who is the prosecutor? The prosecutor is your conscience.
Mm.
Now,
So
conscience,
memory is a cop. Memory is what is arresting you.
right. That's
Memory.
the arresting officer.
The arresting officer. The memory of what happened or what you can't remember happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you get to the prosecution part,
Mm-hmm.
which is the conscience. And conscience doesn't shout, it just asks questions.
Mm.
Was that really necessary?
Mhm.
Was that wise? Was that aligned with who Patrick says he is?
Mm.
This is where discomfort sets in
All right.
because the prosecutor isn't judging your drinking,
No.
it's evaluating Patrick's alignment. Did your actions match your standards?
Okay.
This is the case being built
Mm.
against you.
Mm.
Now, in the courtroom, there's also the judge.
Yes.
The judge is the uh,
Mm.
self-respect. And self-respect is very fair, but not
Mm.
sentimental.
Mm.
It weighs your intentions, your actions, your patterns,
Mm.
and then it delivers a quiet sentence.
Mm.
Guilt,
I'm not guilty.
embarrassment,
Mm.
rationalization, no stuff like that.
Mm.
The judge doesn't punish you publicly.
Sorry?
And this judge here does not punish you publicly.
Mm.
It
Just makes a judgment.
adjusts, it just adjusts how you see yourself.
Mm.
And that judgment is what lingers.
Mm.
So what matters? Because this courtroom is about the courtroom you're in, excuse
Mm.
me,
Yeah.
isn't about morality.
Mm.
It's about congruence.
Mm.
When your private behavior repeatedly contradicts your public identity, something erodes. And it doesn't happen overnight,
Mm.
just steadily. That erosion is more dangerous than the hangover. And that's because the hangover fades.
Mm.
The erosion compounds.
Mm.
And so the deeper insight here is the magician creates the illusion at night. The courtroom restores clarity when you wake up in the morning.
Mm.
The real question isn't, did I drink too much?
Mm.
The real question is, why do I keep needing this magician?
Mm. Mm.
That's the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I needed to ask because if you have
This
clarity, if
that's
you have
the
clarity,
conversation this
yeah,
chapter opens.
yes, you get clarity the following morning and you go through that
Exactly.
court process, and yet
Hmm.
you keep on going to meet the magician again.
Unfortunately, we repeat it over and over, and before you know it, it's a week, a month.
Mm.
In my case, several years plus.
And I think after some time, taking that analogy, you need a bigger and bigger magician as you go because the smaller magician, the smaller quantity is not enough to bring the illusion, if I may say so.
You get dependent on
Mm.
it. Remember, what you're doing here is trying to, for lack of a better word, run away from the magician, yet you're running straight into him again.
Mm. Mm.
And so
And
the more
you ran into the magician originally because you are running out of some fears,
right.
some personal fears maybe. And
And
you needed a magician to get rid of those fears. And he
and
did.
now you're and now you're becoming dependent on the magician.
Okay.
And the cycle continues
Yeah.
until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of huyu mitishamba,
Mm.
you're stuck.
Mm.
That's alcohol to me, the way I
Mm.
look at it and what it did to me. And that's what I'm trying to expose here
Mm.
about what this thing is all about
Mm.
and how powerful it is to where it can play that kind of trick
mm,
on a good majority of drinkers.
mm. And when exactly, I don't know, maybe every person has their own experience, but
Mhm.
when exactly after you start drinking, maybe you just started, you gone into drinking. When do you start getting arrested? When does the arresting officers start coming to you? Is it immediately or it takes maybe some months? Maybe the second drink is there. And would you identify him as an arresting officer at that time?
What happens here is the over time
Mm,
uh, things start falling apart in your life, your house, your job, what have you.
mm,
So as these things keep, in my case, for example,
mm,
uh, I'm running a business. I have employees. I have a payroll to meet, obligation to clients,
mm,
and bit by bit, I start losing attention of these things I need to do in order for this business to run smoothly. Employees start getting worried. Are
mm,
we going to make a paycheck this month? Is rent going to be paid this month?
mm, mm,
And so sooner or later, you get to realize
mm,
something may be off,
mm.
at which point you can do something about it, or you can run to the magician again, unfortunately.
Okay.
And so, depending on the gravity of some of these things that are falling apart,
Mm.
some of us click earlier, get arrested earlier, some of us continue.
Running
So it
eyes.
just depends.
Keep on running
In
away.
my case, if you recall,
Sometimes there are others who keep on running away from the arresting officer and they run back to the magician
mhm,
to wipe out the
mhm.
arresting officer. Because the
That's a good way
magician
to
will
put
just
it.
wave it. The magician will just wave his wand and the arresting officer will disappear. Conscience.
That's what you were thinking.
Yes.
That's what you're recalling from the last trick he did on you.
Mm. Mm.
And that's what makes it a continuous thing, and you become addicted.
Mm.
It's an addiction.
Okay. And one of the reasons
Yes, sir.
we say that people say that they are drinking in order to be social, but actually, as you say, they are drinking to get to be invisible. What are they? Why should I want to be invisible? I thought everybody would need to see me. I need everybody to see me.
Well, different people have different personalities. Some are shy, and they think if they had a drink or two, it then gives some people false confidence to do things they otherwise wouldn't do when they're sober.
Mm,
I recall many years ago, one of my grandmothers, a very, very quiet lady, didn't say much. But by evening time, after she'd had her drinks, walking back to her home, she was completely something else and had a very, very extensive vocabulary of profanity. Things she wouldn't say or do when she was sober. So, and I was watching a video not long ago, somebody posted on Facebook
mm,
about that one real family member that says everybody's business when they're drunk. I don't know if you
mm.
saw it. I can,
Yeah,
I,
that drunk brother
right.
in a
I
family
can be,
meeting, family gathering.
I can bet you $1 million. Those are things he wouldn't say sober.
No, you're right.
So it gives different folks different illusions, different levels of confidence. So
True.
again,
They
different folks,
also they
different.
also they also those men
Mhm.
who are quote unquote weak, and they would like maybe to face up to their spouses, wives, and so they would go to drink so that they can come and teach her a lesson. Beat her up because akiwa sober hataweza. And so they,
And unfortunately, that's true. It can result in family abuse, physically,
mm,
psychologically, and all that type of thing. But
mm.
it
Because
brings about all of that
it's
in
giving
people.
that face fake. There's something called it. It's giving that fake courage or feeling of much of that was he felt he was lacking, but the magician came and brought it up.
Right, right, right. And then you have some people that a good number of us harbor feelings of hurt. If you
Mm,
recall our previous conversations,
yes.
a lot of people don't talk very friendly to
Mm,
drunks like us.
mm,
And so we have a lot of unpleasant sentiments
mm.
against some people.
Yes.
And so after, the magician does his thing on me, I can approach I can approach Patrick very, very confidently. Also, I think
Mm.
tell him whatever it is I couldn't tell him when I hadn't
Yes.
visited the magician.
Yes. And then in the morning you start wondering what you said to this guy.
Exactly. It's a terrible cycle.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes,
So as you say here, as you say, alcohol does not build confidence. It rents it to you. It gives you for some time, and then
until
in the morning, then you wonder what happened. Well, later on when you are sober.
exactly. Everything comes back the minute the magician gives you a temporary break.
Mm.
Everything that you were running away from
Mm.
comes back. And that's the reason you continuously want to hang on to the magician, which is the addiction,
Mm.
uh, to avoid facing these things that you need to face to solve the real problem at hand.
Mm.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, it's quite amazing because, as I told you, even as I mentioned, this magician can make this drunk pick up a grandmother in a in a pub because they look so. And then the next day they wonder what they picked up.
Exactly. I mean, it's all out there. People talk about these things. You see them on
So
social
yeah,
media.
yeah.
Like,
So in the morning when maybe there could be some chemical whatever because now you are sobering up and the hangover, and we hear people talking about you know fungua lock. I don't know how you put that one in English, but you need another drink in order to start get your thoughts correctly. But is that also a way of trying to get the arresting officer? I mean, the conscience, or is this something that's happening within chemically? Maybe I don't know. I've never been there. I've been there slightly, but not as much as.
medically, I'm not qualified,
Mm,
but it is the continuous running away
mm,
that consistently runs you back to the magician.
Mm.
Whatever it is that started this race
Yeah.
away from,
Mm.
be it some people blame it on a wife at home, some people blame it on all sorts of things. Maybe I am facing financial challenges, maybe
Mm.
who knows what.
Frustration at work.
Right. So as I consistently run from facing these issues and tackling them head on,
Mm.
uh, uh, I run to the magician,
Mm.
be it after work, baada ya
Yeah.
kazi, you
Mm.
people burudika, or whatever it is.
Mm.
The minute the magician tries to leave me, or when I gain a little bit of sobriety,
Mm.
the fear knocks at the door again,
Mm.
and quickly I run and find him.
Mm.
And in my case, I had my magicians all over the house. Uh, Sometimes the dukas are closed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I may be traveling somewhere,
Yes.
and so I always had access to my magicians. Let me tell you a true story.
Mm.
There are times when we would take short vacation trips with the
Mm.
family,
Mm.
and it was my responsibility to map uh, which hotel we're going to stay at,
Mm.
what activities we are going to engage in, and that sorts of things.
Yeah.
In the process of making the reservations, believe it or not, Patrick, I would even Google nearest liquor store to the residence, to the hotel. Okay. And that's because at some point my keys would be confiscated.
Mm.
Translation, I couldn't drive over to the liquor store. So I had to strategically plan to
Mm.
where the liquor store would be near walking distance.
Mm.
Do you see the kind of strategic planning that this
Yes. Mm.
magician?
It will
I'm
become
I'm
creative.
coming to I'm coming to Nairobi, say next week with the
Mm.
family. Uh, the hotel is in, say, Westlands. Uh, what's the nearest liquor store to Hotel ABC where I am staying?
Mm.
And is it walking distance or whatever the case may be?
Mm.
And then I I do morning exercises, walking,
Mm.
which is not suspicious. So if I wake up in the morning, I'm going to take a walk.
Mm.
Nobody suspects this guy is up to anything. But I tell you that just to give you the power of this magician guy. So, depending on what I was doing,
Mm.
where I was going to do it at,
Mm.
I had to incorporate it in my
Mm.
in my program.
Okay.
You get in the airlines, they've got it. You get wherever you go to, they're there.
Mm. The liquor stores.
Hmm.
And
So,
you knew the geographies of the places, the hotels you're going to to stay. You knew the geography where you can get what you need.
and if I didn't know it, I had to plan where it would work. I needed the magician, and the magician and the magician and the magician knew I needed them.
So what
So,
would happen when, for example, there's no magician in sight to make you like hide or become invisible?
in today's world, there are very, 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 very rare circumstances
Mm.
or places you would be where you wouldn't find alcohol.
Sure.
I remember driving with a friend of mine
Mm.
from Lusaka to what is the border there? Victoria Falls
Mm.
on the Zimbabwean side. Uh, Zambia is a very, very big country, but a good majority of it is not, is just trees, forests.
Mm.
So we are driving for almost 4 hours. I don't see no petrol stations, no signs of life other than trees.
Don't tell me you started panicking.
And that was my first trip there. I'd never been there. And
Mm.
so we are on the road, and my magician leaves me.
Sorry?
I'm on the road, and the magician is not there for that long.
Yeah.
That became scary.
Mm.
But the good thing, there was no traffic jam or whatever the thing is,
Mm.
and we made it. But it was a very, very one of the worst road experiences I've ever had.
Mm.
But eventually, right at the border,
Those
it
are the
was there.
custom.
It was waiting. So,
Yeah.
but that's a rare case. Most
Mm.
places,
Mm.
I don't care where you are,
Mm.
you would have it. And in
Yeah,
this particular instance, I could have even
even
carried
here
some,
in
but
our local village here, Udero here,
mhm. Oh
you
yeah,
find them even in residential areas, and people have been complaining because apparently they're not supposed to be next, in a residential. They're supposed to be in shopping center, not residential areas, which is happening all over. And so here we have a lot of magicians around, I should say.
the alcohol item is one of the most popular, one of the best marketed product under the sky. I have yet to find another one that
Sure,
popular.
sure. Mm.
And so you may run into my Zambian kind of a situation, but that's very rare.
Maybe they
Very,
maybe they since then, because you stopped 10 years ago, so maybe since then things have changed.
I haven't been back. I don't want to find out either.
Yeah. Maybe they have, and then maybe they got a couple more magicians.
Yeah, but
I,
the the the
I saw a joke.
availability of it.
I
Go
saw
ahead.
a social media joke today saying that if you went to a brewer's company drunk for an interview, you wouldn't get a job.
Really?
That's what they're saying. I mean, they promote
But
people, they promote the drinking, but they wouldn't want you to go for the interview drunk.
let me ask you another one.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen an advertisement of alcohol with a drunk
Person.
promoting this good product?
Yeah, yeah. Why
Have
not?
you?
Why not?
I wondered why they
they
don't
only
use.
tell you to, they only tell you to drink responsibly, but they don't tell you not to drink because they'll
I
be
don't know if that. I don't
they,
know if that means they don't believe in their product or what.
they
But I've never seen one.
yeah. It is interesting as we wind up now that drinking brings out the three aspects. It is the three aspects of yourself. Well, the drink itself becomes the magician. Then you're conscious the next day. Yeah, is
Your
arresting,
conscience.
arresting officer, and then the judge. The judge is the conscious.
The judge is the your self-respect.
Yes, yes,
The
yes,
the
yes.
prosecutor is your conscience.
Mm, mm.
That's
So in a way, now that's how it's supposed to be when you are sober. If you hadn't gone drinking, Your conscience will guide you. Will arrest you to put you to enable you to be in the right action, right thoughts, and so on. Because your higher self will be recognizing how you are supposed to be, how you ought to be, and therefore it won't be judging you. But because of the magician, things don't go that way, and therefore you need, the arresting officer to wake you up, and then you start judging yourself because you are the judge. Your higher self is the judge.
That's the story, and I stand by it.
Yes. So you have a sobering thought, and I will read it. Liquid, liquid courage is a scam. It doesn't make you stronger. It makes you forget who you already. It makes you forget you are already enough. Yeah. And this liquid courage is a illusion. Is a magician.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we'll just cover that. So we've done 32 minutes already, and we are looking at this book written by my guest here, Ron Okelo, How to Get Drunk and Make Bad Decisions. The book is on Amazon, if you can look it up on Amazon, if you are outside Kenya. But if you're in Kenya, you can check on the address, the contact address below this video, the distribution area, and then you can contact. But it's also available in some bookshops, and also some vendors have them. So as we went up, Ron Okelo, maybe you have a final word so that we can wind up and call it a day.
Sure, Patrick. Excuse me. Again, alcohol isn't evil. It's just effective. It's effective at destruction, effective at delaying,
Mm,
effective at altering perception. But remember, perception always returns. And when it does, the courtroom is waiting.
mm, mm.
The goal with this book here isn't shame. The goal is awareness
Yes.
before repetition
Mm,
becomes an identity, a
okay.
day-to-day, everyday thing.
Mm, mm,
It's not a shame at all.
mm.
And remember, there is help. Until we meet again in the next episode, thank you, Sana Bona Patrick.
Yes. So thank you very much, viewers, for being with us here. And as I say, the book is available. You can check on the description space below to see how you can get it. If you're in Kenya, and if you are any other place outside Kenya, it's also available on Amazon. So thank you very much. Until the next time we meet again here to discuss further about how to get drunk, because we need to know how to get drunk and how to get out of it. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you.